I'm Cerridwen. I'm a third-year student paramedic at the UEA, and this is my stepson Bailey.
I'm Bailey. I'm a first-year paramedic student. This is my stepmom.
I had a very difficult childhood, and my mum was in and out of hospital a lot. There was a lot of illness and death in my family, so paramedics were quite frequent in my home. I also was run over when I was 12, and I do remember the paramedics, and I actually still have the PRF form from that time, and it basically just made me go, I want to help people in these situations. I want to be there for people like they were for me. It was more solidified for you, I think, although you don't like to admit it, when his younger sister became critically unwell, and we had to call paramedics out to a GP. Well, we didn't, the GP called them out. And we were in the back of the ambulance, and they were doing an at-mist course, so like a pre-alert to resus for her. And he was like, oh my God. And you could see it in his face. He was just like, I want to be able to do this.
I had no clue what was going on, wanted to know what was going on, and that rounded out the idea that I wanted to become a paramedic.
I chose UEA for lots of reasons, but mostly because it was scoring so highly on the tables for paramedic science. I couldn't imagine going to any other uni for paramedic science at this point. What about you, Lily?
I saw how you were enjoying the environment, and because it was still one of the best schools for paramedic science in the country, that just solidified my decision to come to UEA. When I'm struggling with something, whether it be placement or coursework, I can always have someone at home to talk to and ask for help.
I mean, even though I'm in third year and Bailey's in first, so I didn't really have that at the beginning, I can see how much of a difference it's made now, because I've got someone at home that actually understands the pressures of trying to get like a 5,000 word lit review done while also worrying about placement and revising for OSCEs, because he's kind of going through similar, whereas before I didn't have that, so it's really nice to have that kind of support at home.
The UEA has a very good curriculum to teach me everything I need to know to become a paramedic, and it's not just the basics of how to be a paramedic, it goes a bit further and involves some of the stuff that if I was to specialise into certain areas, I would at least have some understanding before starting.
As everyone knows, the paramedic profession's kind of widening, and we're getting new opportunities in primary care. We can work in hospitals, we can work in communities, and the UEA's curriculum is so wide, but does it in a way that gives you the depth of knowledge that you need to access these areas.
If you think about being a paramedic, just go ahead and do it. There is a lot of coursework, but it's all relevant and it all helps your learning to help other people. Everyone is there to support you, including your course mates and the lecturers. So if you want to do it, just do it.
Absolutely. If it's even slightly on your radar as a choice, then you should definitely give paramedicine a go.